Buen dia, you wonderful truth seekers, you adventure seekers, you awakened souls, you pioneers, you guys that's considering moving to a new country like Paraguay. So, my name is Peter van der Merwe, born South African. Lived in Europe for many years, so many of you know my story. Some of you have followed me from the beginning. The journeys, building the house in Itakarubi, the challenges, and all of these kind of things. And I do apologize for the siren at the moment. It is in the morning here. It is a beautiful morning. Yesterday was a shit day. It was cold, windy, and all of these kind of things. It's not nice. So, a lot of people are asking me about cost of living here in Paraguay. And I can give you the best of both worlds because I have the house in the countryside and I've lived there for a year and a half, and I've been here in Asunción with a guest house and all of that with Susie, and so we're back and forth. So we know a little bit about both sides of the story. Now, cost of living is depending on your lifestyle. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to achieve? What is your goals? What is your budget? Those kind of things. But you have to be mindful because your money, your little dinero, your dollars, your euros, your pounds, it's not going to last forever, chickens. You have to plan ahead. Paraguay is not going to offer you jobs because of your English language skill or anything like that. You need to speak Spanish. If you want a job in office or sales or anything like that, you would need to know Spanish, which can be challenging at times, and there's not a lot available in Paraguay. Everybody here is the old way of doing business, how they survive. They do cash in hand jobs, those kind of things. And this is the way of Paraguay. Nobody's almost registered for anything. Unemployment it's high in its own way, but everybody's kind of self-employed. There is not a lot of industry here. There's a lot of big American brands. There's a couple of brands around here employing people, but it's mainly people that speak Spanish and Portuguese. So if you come to Paraguay, you have to do something that's going to make you money. Don't think about just selling cars and property and flipping things like that. There is not a big money making in the moment here. There's a lot of developments, all of these kind of things, but times are a little bit tough, if you know what I mean. So people are kind of holding on to the money. So don't go too crazy with your ideas if you come to Paraguay. Be logic. Don't think with ego. Have a look at the area that you want to live in. Travel the country, experience Paraguay when you come here, and have a look and feel where you want to be. I believe in that saying, see a need, fill a need. If you go to an area and there's something that you want that's not available, and you can do it, then do it. Be innovative, be entrepreneurial, be adventurous. Let go of the fear and try something new. If you can work with your hands, even better. I do construction. I have a rural community project that we're working on at the moment. So I know kind of a lot about constructions, eco-technologies, eco-constructions, and all those kind of things. So I do that as well on the side. I do renovations for people. So I deal with that. I do the cooking, the cleaning, the gardening here at Casa Austral, and I love it. I do the marketing, the advertisement. As you guys see, I'm always on fucking YouTube almost. But it's to share the experience from a foreigner, point of view. Now, living here in Paraguay, it is amazing. I mean, I've never had a day's trouble. I have never had a bad experience. I've only had glorious experiences. I've never had problems with anything. So, my journey was different to yours because when I came to this country, I only knew about Asunción. I knew about the economy, the climate, the stability, the neighboring countries, the history of Paraguay. I knew the basic stuff. But I didn't really know Paraguay, so I stayed in Asunción. I did my immigration, and first I went through the visa system, and then I went the immigration system, and all of these kind of things. So I did it basically by myself. So it's been kind of overwhelming because it's literally there's so many things that you have to do, and when you do your immigration, you need translations. You need somebody that understands a little bit. And if I can do it over and have the agents do it, I will pay the agents. And there's a lot of good agents that deal with immigration and, those kind of things. There's a lot of good ones. There's not always bad ones. There's some bad ones, but not that many of them. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful. And that is where Susie and I are different, because what we offer you is not just immigration here to Paraguay. We do your whole residency. We offer you accommodation. We offer you, your transportation, airport collections, your drop-offs, your translations, your notarizations, all of those kind of things. We put you in touch with reputable and trusting lawyers as well. So if you do want to buy property, that you at least have somebody that you know. We try to provide you with the best information that's possibly available. Now, coming back to the cost of living here in Paraguay, I survived on less than 350,000 guarani a week. That was be my milk, my bread, butter, eggs, some meat, and the basic stuff you need for the house. I was never short, we were never hungry or anything like that, and I wanted to do an experiment where it's the dog, Sally, here, coming to say good morning. She's just ate her sister's food, the cat's food as well, after she had hers. But anyway, so besides that, it's depending on what your needs are. If you have simple needs, you can stretch your money. Country living is much cheaper with fresh produce. And like, for instance, I would buy from the farmer direct milk, and they would deliver to me in the mornings a 2-liter warm milk. And that will cost me 5,000 guarani. Unpasteurized, raw milk. And then if I buy pasteurized milk here, the bags in Asunción, that will cost 67,000 guarani a liter. So again, life is a bit different. Meat's cheaper in the countryside if you buy from the farmers or the direct butcher. Fuel. Susie drives a Peugeot, I think it's 208, a little chiquitito little thing, diesel, and we will fill her car up once a month. That's 200,000 guarani. So the running cost on fuel is not bad. Shopping, for instance, it's depending on where you want to shop. Fortis, I cannot stop praising this place. They have a few branches in Asunción. They sell all the major brands. It's very affordable. They have a lot of special. Booze is cheap. Everything is cheap there. You can get anything from towels to chairs to meats and whatever you want. They have it all there. The second runner-up is Box. Box is also super, but it's a little bit more unknown brands, but some of them are really, really good, and the prices are excellent. And the empanadas is wonderful. So you can go and have a look at those kind of places. If you are looking for hardware, try the little guys. They have a lot of stuff at good prices. We have a cheap shop. I don't know what the name of the shop is. We always just call it the cheap shop. They only deal in cash. It's an old-fashioned kind of lefeteria, hardware store. You get everything there. But if you want the American brands and you want the more familiar stuff, the cool stuff, you will go to FedEx. FedEx is huge. American brands, a lot of German stuff is there as well, good stuff. And it's a little bit more pricey, but it's worth it. So in Paraguay, you don't have to have car insurance. That saves you a bundle. But remember also, everybody else doesn't have car insurance. So it's every man for himself. Electricity, water is cheap. It's literally cheap. In Itacarubi, for instance, the water is sweeter. It's lovely water. I would pay about 60,000 guarani a month for water, less than $10. My electricity would be about the same, a little bit more. Internet is 150,000 guarani. It's very fast. Again, my expenses are low. It's depending on what you want. And I used aircon a lot in the summertime. So don't get me wrong. My friend and them have aircon when I was building their house, my house. So I was staying in their house, and in the evenings, daytime, siesta time, that aircon runs non-stop. because it's 45 degrees, 48 degrees sometimes. Humidity is heavy. You just want to die. But I love it. Areas to live in, rentals, depending on where you want to live, depending on your needs. You can get anything from $400 up to whatever your budget is. Cheap is not always good. Check out the places. There's a lot of bodegas, nightclubs, discotheques, around, and it's quiet during the day when you have viewing of places, and then in the evening when you are trying to sleep, it's kaboom, boom, boom, and all those kind of things, and loud parties. So be mindful. You can buy property and cars and everything like that. Even if you're not a resident, you can do that. You just cannot open a bank account, kind of thing. So, and you can't get a driver's license and all those kind of things. So that's it. Life is good. People are nice here. Know your manners, know your respect. Respect life, respect people for their beliefs. It is a Christian country. They're very set in their ways, old-fashioned values, family values and morals, and those kind of things they hold very dearly. And respect the fact that you're a guest. You always have to remember your adventure is depending on how you want to look at things. What do you want out of life? If you want kindness and love and care and security and support, you have to be willing to give it. Look at things in a different view. Look at things with an open heart. There's so many trolls on this YouTube that just like to fucking throw horrible things at me and our project and what we do and how we do things. And I find it kind of funny. The ones that's normally involved with kind of scammy things, they're the first ones to come and criticize, or the one with one follower or two, kind of thing. So then there's like your little trolls. No, they are normally the guys that does your scams. Don't let these fuckers, deter you or derail you from your beautiful dream. If you have a dream to live, people will laugh at you. People will call you names. People will call you whatever they want. Keep your integrity, keep your purity, and keep your energies high. You have one life to live. Make it an adventurous, beautiful experience. Don't be consumed by these spineless lizards that's just always trying to break you down, because you know what? Those who do, and those who don't, criticize. Keep that in mind. And if people are talking about you, criticizing you, that don't even know you, you are doing something right. So keep going that way. Fuck the rest. Live your life. Enjoy it. Life is so quick. Yesterday I was fucking 25. Today I'm 47, turning 48. Fuck, man. And anyway, live life, enjoy it, make every minute count.